Whew. Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope you're well. This is a very impromptu behind the scenes video that, well, I've been head down and driving through so many videos in the run up to Christmas that I forgot completely to start doing a bit of behind the scenes. So here I am, right in the middle of my 3 videos for the run up to Christmas. And first, a confession of stupidity. That's me. I didn't realise Black Friday had suddenly become a week to 2 week phenomenon. And so in doing this gift lists for woodworkers that I've done for the last 2 years up until this one, a blatant copy of all other woodworkers, probably started with Peter Millard and a few others, I signed up with a sponsor and we set a date of the 29th, which is Saturday, so that we could catch the last 2 days of Black Friday, or Black Friday and Cyber Monday, whatever they're called now. I've lost track completely. And in doing so, I think I might have missed the boat a little bit on my first video, which is the gift list for woodworkers, because everybody got theirs out last week. So, well, here we are. Next 3 weeks, I've got 3 videos. This weekend is the gifts for woodworkers. Then it's the scrap wood builds, gifts and things to sell. Then I always do a last minute stocking stuffers for woodworkers as well, of which you're seeing the remnants strewn across this table, which probably won't make a huge amount of sense at the moment, but I've been doing filming for that. All 3 at once, all 3 editing at once. It's not sensible, it's not smart. But I really hope I haven't missed the boat. There's also the opportunity with this gift list for woodworkers. It could be potentially that everybody's watched all the other people's ones and I've got no competition come Saturday. Or people are bored of gift lists for woodworkers and I'm going to get a load of nasty comments about jumping on bandwagons and trying to make people spend money, which, par for the course. But I wanted to do a bit of a behind the scenes mid-video because this place has just become a bomb site. Because I've been doing back-to-back videos that have a lot of elements in them, like tools, like 3D prints, I've just got bags of tat everywhere. It's not tat, but you know what I mean. I've just got bags everywhere. This workshop, towards the end of this year, has become gradually more and more unworkable. So I have a lot of changes that I'm going to make. I'm going to get these 3 videos out, and actually, changes. I'm going to go back in the new year and I'm going to strip the channel back to a thing that I think is going to work better, because I don't know why I stood up, but I'm stuck with it now. Nobody watches the view counts on these videos, and this is not moaning or anything like that, but this year I think I've had 2 videos that have got to 100,000. Last year I probably had about 10. Something happened at the start of this year and I can put my finger on it. I think it's because I started doing sponsors, which started bang on January. And they are a necessary evil, but it seems like potentially they could be the reason why the views have gone down, but everybody does them. So I'm wondering, this is something I've been really pacing and thinking about. Do I lose sponsors and find another way of propping the channel up financially? Or do I believe that maybe the channel has had a tough year because the channel, A, has a heck of a lot more competition. There's woodworking channels, which is brilliant. There's woodworking channels coming up all over the place, all the time. That's fine. It's great having the competition. But it could be that YouTube has lost track of what I'm doing, because we've jumped from 3D printing to outdoor builds to indoor builds to a bit of DIY tools to builds. We've not really stuck with anything. So this is something that I was going to ask you a lot about. And this is actually, I've sat back down now because I stood up with a thought and then it went. I think I need to separate off different entities or different themes of what I do. I need to be brave enough to start a new channel, because the whole reason I never started a new channel is because you start not earning and you start without a core audience and you start without subscribers. But now there's a new feature on YouTube where you can collaborate, and I'm wondering if I start a new channel, let's say for 3D printing, which I'm no expert in 3D printing, but those videos, the last one tanked on the main channel. I haven't even started another one yet, but the first one did all right. The second one tanked, and I think that was because the first one, people were humouring me. The second one, they lose a bit of patience, and I get it. If you're not into 3D printing, you're just not into 3D printing. So I could set up a new channel, do a 3D print video on that, and then collaborate with this channel, put them together, and I don't know how it works from there, but that was an idea I had. And then it led me to think, well, maybe what Stuart over at Proper DIY has done, where he puts all his tools and potentially shorter videos onto his tools and effects channel, maybe there's an argument you should have 3 channels. And then obviously not try and upload every other week on the main one, but have an upload schedule of every other week across all 3. Now, I will lose a lot of sponsors because sponsors won't sponsor new channels. But then if sponsors are part of the problem, then maybe I need to have less of them, have less money for a while, and build something that has a stronger foundation. These are the thoughts right here. Pitch in, like, comment, email. If you think the channel's gone off the rails in any direction, you're part of the inner circle. I'd be curious to hear what you think we should be doing, because I'll be honest, I had a look back at last year and we did a load of stuff around here. If you want to see workshop stuff over anything else, which is probably the thing I've dropped the most, then let me know, because honestly, this was one of the only successes this year. This and actually that, and Table Store was okay, but that's a review video in effect. And the reason I asked you this is because I am planning on doing some basic changes in this workshop. I mean, very basic, building cabinets across the back, cabinets down that wall. I need a stand for a couple of tools, things like this. Are you interested in seeing that? Because it won't be new. It won't be things that nobody's ever done. Is there a interest in it? I'm curious. I mean, I'll probably have to do some of it and film it anyway, because it's going to take me probably the best part of a week to build this, another week to do something else, probably a week to tidy before I even start. Videos you'll expect to come out. So yeah, tools for a woodworker. I think I've got some good ones on the first video, but, I've probably left it too long. Most people probably switched off because I started rabbiting on about what to do with the channel. There is a giveaway on this first video, this Saturday's video. There is a giveaway, and I want to explain to you guys, the existing members, why I'm doing it. I am not trying to leverage anything. I'm not trying to get money out of I'm certainly not trying to convert free people to paid people. I don't want to do that. I want people to be happy where they are. What I do need is a few more free people and or paid people to come onto Patreon to know what we're doing, so that I can start putting more into the videos. Because it's okay to turn it on and chat to you guys, but to be honest, that's going to get pretty boring after a while for people. They're not going to click and go, oh, I wonder what's going on with Mark. So I've done this giveaway, and it's quite a good giveaway. You'll see tomorrow. A friend of mine reached out with these belts, which is a bit weird. I get it, doing a belt as a tool video, but let me show you these really cool canvas belts. Now these are looking a bit dusty because, well, I've been filming with them for a week or two, but they are these cool, you can't see in there. Anyway, they click, they stretch, they're really strong. Hold it like that. Look, it's got inlay on the buckle. Anyway, a friend of mine reached out. She recently started a marketing job where one of her brands is this. And how nice is this? She reached out, we worked together in the ski job, and she said, I know you've got your channel. Do you want a sponsor? I thought of you first. I wanted to help you. So it was a purely her helping me, not charity, because she's got a lot from it, like the adverts on Facebook. Now, if you search Arcade Belts Europe and look on Facebook, she's cut some of my footage I gave her, and it just shows here to here. So yeah, a couple of inches below the groin up to the area that probably could do with a little bit of shrinking. And she does all the clicks because they are so satisfying. I don't know if you can hear that. That's it. So she did a load of clicks and put them together, and so now every time I turn on Facebook I get flashed up with my groin, which is just awful. But so I don't think it's charity work. I think she's done really well out of it for the company, and I really hope that the people who watch the video take a look at the belts. I'm not doing this to sell them to you, but there are 2 to give away. One of them's the hardware belt, which is a really rugged, sturdy, stretchy belt that would last forever. And then this one's my favourite, which is the inlaid woody belt, which Honestly, if I could get them to make me a custom one with Start Making somewhere on it, that would be awesome. They won't. I'm dreaming. But she asked me to put them in the video, and I actually put them in the second video as well. Let me show you what I made for that. Getting ahead of myself. This is just, I suppose, tasters for the next video. This is Scrapwood Projects, and I made it for these belts, and it's part of the sponsor. So I want to show you it. I've also got a little friend that I'm going to show you in a second. That sounded rude. I've also got another build that I want to show you, which I'm going to tell you a bit of a saga about. So in order to do the sponsor, she asked me to make something to display the belts. And I think that it's got little brass pins in it because to strengthen the joints, mixture of woods. Basically, this is just where if you are a belt person, then, you know, you just store your belts in here with your buckle. I haven't tucked that in very well, but you get the point. You have a few of them in a row. And it looked great. I'm really happy with how that came out. I have done my usual, and this is why I'm in such a rush with everything. I basically was supposed to do, okay, that's the first video. You're going to see the giveaway. You're not going to see the builds. You're going to see the belts. There's other giveaways in there. I'm giving away some of the, hang on, let me show you. I'm giving away one of the Estvig countersink bits. I'm giving away a load of 3D prints. So if you saw the print file from the last video, I'm going to give away a load of those. I'm giving away a set of these, which are the tri-grips. Now, the only reason I'm doing this, it's not because I'm made of money, but it's because I'm thanking people for considering coming over to Patreon. I'm thanking you guys for existing on Patreon. I'm giving away 2 sets of most of the 3D prints. So you'd get a set of these bench dogs. You get bench cookies with the holders in black. Looks really good. I'm giving away the 2 belts, a set of batteries that they give away free with the belts, which are USB chargeable batteries, which are pretty awesome. And a few other things which I forget. The way it works, everybody who's a free member gets 1 name in the hat, if you like, and everyone who's a paid member gets 2. So if you're a paid member, you get twice the chance of winning, which isn't me saying everyone should start paying. It's just me saying thank you for those of you that help to support the channel a bit further than support. I love all of you across the board, but it's the only way that I could sort of distinguish between the 2 sets. I have made myself an issue though, because it's utterly pointless. Anybody in the US, it's utterly pointless me sending you these because they'll cost me £24 in the UK plus then shipping. You guys can get them for like 12, 14 quid, something like that. £10. So I've got to figure out a really clever way of doing this draw because I can't send everything to the US. It costs me too much to do the 3D prints. I'm going to put the US are going to be certain items, and then I'll order them off Amazon to be sent straight to you. So I have a plan, but certain things unfortunately are going to be out of reach for the US market, but will be good for Europe and the UK. Anyway, I'm going to figure all that out. We're going to talk about it in January. So anyway, when this video comes out on Saturday, just know that there's a giveaway throughout the video. And just know that you guys are already in the draw. As far as the second video, the builds, oh, what a saga. Oh, what a saga. This, and I'm only showing you this because you're here now watching. This is the biggest saga ever, this bird, right? You won't be able to see it, but his head, I dropped him and his head fell off. And there's no wood here to be able to fix it. And I promise at the end of the video in 2 weeks' time that I'm going to show you how I fixed it. And I can't think of what I'm going to do to fix it. My one idea was to drive a brass dowel through all the way from the top down to about here. But there's no meat there. There's about 4 or 5 millimeters of width. And the other option was filling the gap between the tool and the edge of the gap with, or the edge of the hedge, you know, with epoxy to sort of strengthen it all. That's going to be messy as anything. So, oh God, I don't know. I'm close to just, it was a lovely build. It was something really tactile to do. And I really enjoyed it. It's part of the gift giving. Don't worry, it is the most complicated in the build. There's some real simple ones in there, coasters, candles, stuff like that. And I'll show you how to make the belt box. The belt box, it can be a watch box, whatever. And then the last video for Christmas, God, I've been jumping around on this. I'm really sorry. I wasn't planning on doing a video, so there's no script and there's no bullet points. There's just me with a coffee. And this is what happens. The last one is just going to be loads of little tips and tricks and just little extras that you should have in your workshop or might want to consider having in your workshop and therefore gift to other woodworkers in the space, friends, or throw the video out to show it to someone who's going to buy for you. I want to show you one last thing that I've been experimenting with 3D printing before I get to finishing up what I'm doing here, because I've got quite a bit to do. I'm working on these. Can you see that? I have not sold a single, I'm not trying to, I've never considered selling a solid object 3D printed, but this, oh, this would be cool. This is a pop-up bench dog made of 3D print with a pop-up thing in the middle. I worked on this for about 10 minutes. Just dumb luck this came out right, and on a day that I really needed it, I will say, I needed a win, and I didn't need this. I didn't need it at all, but I thought I had a, I don't know, what would you call it, a brainworm or whatever. It was just eating away. Why don't you make this? Because I'm never going to sell it. But I use I use pop-up dogs a lot since I saw Keith Rag and Bone Brown doing them on his bench, and they're brilliant just to be able to push. I got a row here. I got a row of 5, I think, 5 or 6. Let me show you. So this entire row here was wooden bench dogs that pop up, and now, all right, some are a little bit more vicious than others because they get stuck. Look at that. And beauty is with these pop-ups, you get about 4 millimeters of play by twisting them to make them higher or lower. And so you can get them, oh, that one's been a pain since I put it in. You can get them flush. Ow. All right, they're still a little work in progress because they still attack, and you do have to give them a bit of a plunge. These ones are fine. Look at that. Thank goodness they didn't let me down. So when I needed a win, there they were. And I'm really grateful that they turned out all right. I will, the plain stars, a few of the other ones from the first video, this plain block at the end of the workbench, you guys have all seen it all. I'm figuring out a way of putting them up on the website. I've got the 2 bundles for sale on there, and I've got all the shells for free. It's not enough to just have the shells for free. That's a bit of a con because you have to buy the bundle. I want to put some things up on there that will genuinely help people, that are genuinely free. But I also, if I'm going to lose sponsors on the channel, potentially, I don't want to completely cut off all my means of funding the channel. So there's a lot of things to think about. Again, I've rambled on. This is just a quick behind the scenes. I've got a load of tidying up to do now. Ready for Christmas. In the new year, there's going to be some changes. What direction they go in, I'm going to keep you informed because you guys are the inner circle of what I do, and hopefully will steer me right in one direction or the other. I really hope. Final thoughts. This is a very stressful time of year for many reasons, for different people, for all over the place. Take care of yourself this month, this 6-week holiday period. Do something that you love. Make something that you love. Don't put pressure on yourself. Things break, things fall apart, things get scratched, dinged, and this happens when you're making. If you haven't got the tool to make it, I bet you can find another way to do it. You don't need everything to work on what you're making. So enjoy what you've got, where you've got it. And I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to thank you, as I always thank you. Hope you enjoyed the 3 Christmas videos coming up. There'll be some more behind the scenes. Just bought a whole load of rusty tools that I'm going to show only you guys on Patreon. And it's better than it sounds. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.